Police called a medic, this beat came to me on a stretcher. In the lab, I step to the mic and feel like I'm Dexter. I'm a man, dark world, but I'm still shining like treasure. Yeah, I got joy like ha ha ha. Wait, and I can't wear smiles, that's fake. Then I'm between love and strong. Hate clock says no time for mistakes. Ring the alarm, sirens go off, but I'm calm. My life resides in his palm. Submit to my pops, respect for my mom. Honor them both, so my life will be long. Third time, get the charm of the third strike. Had to.
What's going on, drivers? Hope everybody out there is doing well, staying safe, and staying out of trouble. In this video here, we're going to talk about 7 tips for driving in winter. This is not all the tips. Normally I make one of these every year, and some of the other drivers will drop down in the comments and they'll leave what they do. So be sure to check the comments as well, and you'll get more tips, I'm sure, over time. But let's jump off into this. Number 1 is know when to stop. Now, everybody's stopping point's a little bit different. Depends on how long you've been driving, how experienced you are with the snow, with the ice, with all that. So just because you see drivers out there driving doesn't mean you need to be out there driving. You know, and not only that, just because you see drivers out there driving doesn't mean it's safe either. I've seen drivers running on black ice, crashing all over the place. We see it every year, and all those drivers were out there on the road. So they obviously were not doing their job properly. So you just worry about you and don't worry about what those other drivers are doing. Also, sometimes in a truck stop, you'll hear a driver tell another driver, so what, you scared? Or they'll call them a rookie or something like that. Drivers get a kick out of watching other people mess up sometimes. So don't take that to heart, and don't jump out there just because another driver called you a rookie. A true, secure, and experienced driver is not going to call you a rookie. They're going to tell you to leave whenever you feel comfortable leaving. Now, at the same time, if you're sitting in Florida and there's a snowstorm in Wyoming and you're shut down because of the snowstorm in Wyoming, no company out there is going to buy that. So you got to use a little bit of common sense. And I use that example because I did work for a company where somebody actually tried that. They were just wanting to hang out in Florida. So that's all that was. Number 2, watch the weather. All right, now there's many different ways we can watch the weather. We got phones now. Most of these highways have traffic cams. All those traffic cams are publicly viewed. You can get on the website for the state. So you can actually physically look at the road ahead of you. So stop throughout the day and check the road conditions ahead of you if you're running in an area where there's bad weather. Also, most vehicles now have NOAA radio on the radio inside the truck. I think every truck I've been in for the last 5 or 6 years has had NOAA radio on the truck. Some CBs have NOAA radio in the truck. Now that gets me into another topic there about CBs. You can get on the CB and ask what the road conditions are behind whoever's coming at you. I don't do that because drivers lie too much. I've been lied to too many times over the CB and gotten myself in a bind so many times that I never ask other drivers what the road conditions are down the road, ever. It's a waste of time. If they were honest about it, then that'd be one thing. But it's too many times they've lied about it, so I don't even ask them. And also, you'll hear drivers say, well, you need a CB, you need to have it on so that you can hear about accidents and stuff up in front of you, and it helps stop pileups. Well, it does if you're driving full speed and not driving in the distance you can stop in. So when you're driving in winter conditions, you need to be able to, well, any conditions at all, you need to be able to drive in the or stop in the distance that you can see. If you always drive in a manner of which you can stop in the distance you can see, be it fog, be it rain, be it snow, whatever, that CB is obsolete, because you'll see an issue and you're driving slow enough to stop within the distance you can see, so you'll stop. Don't depend on that radio to tell you about issues up ahead of you. We got a lot of drivers out here don't speak English anymore. They're not going to be on the radio warning you. You know, so that's not something you want to depend on. Now, radio's a good tool, and if you want to monitor it. But don't ride your life or your career on that radio. You'll be unemployed out here real fast. Drivers will lie to you, and you may not even hear about the issue up in front of you. So slow it down and make sure you're driving in driving in a manner of which you can stop in the distance you can see. Number 3, keep your fifth wheel lubed. That helps prevent jackknifing. It's not going to 100% prevent jackknifing, but it does help to prevent jackknifing, and it helps the trailer get back in behind you when it does get out of whack. So keep your fifth wheel lubed every time you change trailers. If you don't change trailers at all, be sure to stop and disconnect every once in a while. Take a look at it, put a little lube on there if you need to, but keep that fifth wheel lube. That's very important. Number 4 goes with what we were talking about a while ago. Slow down. It's winter. Just slow it down a little bit. You don't have to run full speed. Plan ahead and slow it down a little bit. Just slowing it down a little bit will save you a lot of headaches, and it will save your life. It may save someone else's life. Be sure to look ahead, kind of gauge how far you can see, and make adjustments to make sure you're going at a speed at which you can stop in the distance you can see. Number 5, look for snowpack. All right, you're going to be going down the road. You're going to see icy spots. Icy spots is when the road looks wet. And if you watch the tires of the vehicles around you, look in your mirrors, watch your tires. If you don't see any spray, if there's no spray coming off of your tires, then you're on ice. The road looks wet and you don't see any spray, that's ice. But oftentimes you'll see like a white strip snowpack. Now, you're going to have ice underneath that snowpack, but your best chance for any kind of traction is going to be on that snowpack. So I tend, and this is something I've done over the years, it seems to work for me pretty well, is I try to get on that snowpack and stay off of that wet spot, or what looks wet that's actually ice. So look for the snowpack. Number 6, keep washer fluid full. You want to keep your washer fluid full, and you want to keep a few extra gallons of it on you. Any of you drivers that have ever been stuck in winter weather and you ran out of washer fluid know exactly what I'm talking about. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. It doesn't take long. It won't take but 5 minutes and you won't be able to see 20 feet in front of your truck. It sucks. So keep plenty of washer fluid on your truck so you can keep your washer fluid full. It's imperative. Very important during winter weather conditions, and it's a good idea to do all the time, and a DOT violation if you run out of washer fluid, but in the winter it's especially important. Keep good windshield wipers on and keep your washer fluid full. Number 7, and the last tip of this video, if you're in a manual, this is something I've always done in a manual. It's a little bit hard to do in an automatic. If you're in an automatic that will swap over to manual, you can do it. But sometimes they disable the manual side. Depends on who you work for. But in a manual, this is always possible. Run high RPMs. I always try to keep my RPMs up when I'm in a manual in winter weather conditions. Now, I don't redline it. I don't keep it up that high. And it depends on your truck and how it's geared and all that. But I try to run it just a little bit higher than I normally would. It helps. It helps keep traction. It helps keep everything straight. Anyway, that's all of the tips that I got for this video. Hopefully that helps you if you're a new driver, or if this is your first or second winter. It takes several winters out here to get really good at it. Be sure to watch the weather. You got weather apps on your phone. You got NOAA weather station on your radio. Some CB radios have NOAA weather station. There's no reason to get caught in any kind of weather that you didn't know was there. Also, you can call the numbers for each state. They'll give you the road conditions on that. You can also look at the webcams that are out over the roads and physically look at what the roads look like up ahead of you. Be sure to do those things. Don't be lazy. Every year we got tons of pileups. I think we've already had one this year. And it's from drivers not checking the weather ahead of them. They're not running their CB radios. They're not stopping in a distance they can see. It's totally unsafe, uncalled for, and very avoidable. Not to say that it will never happen, but it is very avoidable. And I've been out here 14 years, and I've never been involved in a pileup. Now, I've come up on a few of them, but fortunately, I've never been involved in one, and hopefully I can make it another winter and keep that streak going. I hope this helps y'all out there. Y'all stay safe, take care of each other. Remember to check the comments on this video, and even come back periodically and check the comments on this video, because there's a lot of experienced drivers that watch this channel, and they'll drop down in the comments and they'll tell other drivers what they do that helps them. There's a ton of tips for driving in the winter, ton of different things you can do, and I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all take care, stay safe. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's keep trucking.
Please call the medic, this beat came to me on a stretcher. In the lab, I step to the mic and feel like I'm Dexter. I'm a man, dark world, but I'm still shining like treasure. Yeah, I got joy like ha ha ha. Wait, and I can't wear smiles, that's fake. Then I'm between love and strong. Hate clock says no time for mistakes. Ring the alarm, sirens go off, but I'm calm. My life resides in his palm. Submit to my pops, respect for my mom. Honor them both, so my life will be long. Third time, hit the charm of the third strike. Had to.